This is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for joining me. I do a daily numerology and astrology blog, and today's is for June 12th, 2021. We start with the numerology and then we'll go to the astrology. But if you add all those numbers together, you're going to get the number 14. And if you add the 1 and the 4 together, you get the number 5. The number 5 in yogic numerology is the physical body, it is nature. It is a pentagram. It represents earth magic. It represents the good red road, the old traditional styles of shamanism and mysticism that are based and cultivated through the awareness of nature and learning to flow at one with everything that is in life. So the number 5 helps us get us outside and into nature. The number 5 is nature itself, the wildness, the unpredictability, and the healing that nature gives us all. While nature invokes our instincts in unique and special ways, it also gives us deeper stability and reminds us that we are one with this world upon which we exist and hope to thrive. There is energy and magic that arises naturally in these wild places. It is the reminder that within our inner wild places is also magic that we have suppressed and forgotten. In our quest to fit in and belong, we have often sacrificed the magical parts of ourselves. It is nature that reminds us where those parts are. It is nature that gives permission for them to come out. Nature is our guide to rediscover and reconnect to those things that give life its meaning. The astrology today. If we look ahead, there will be some aggressive energy that will challenge us because of the planets Saturn, Uranus, and Jupiter and the positions they're in. Significant changes are at hand, and in this case, it may be an excellent thing. It's important to keep your heart open during all transitions, but the ego should remain detached from the drama that some intend to manifest. The moon is in the nurturing sign of Cancer, best to tend to our home, change some factors around diet, and do things that make us feel happy and secure. Encouragement is helpful, and coming from a place of center that does not allow for overthinking is going to be even better. Venus and Chiron go into a square, blocking the expression of deeper feelings while bringing up insecurities. Venus will sextile Uranus in short order, which will help us become more social, and through that engagement, we will manifest very new ideas that might make a big difference in the world. What is new is of great interest. What is unusual, even more so. Stay detached because we're in a mood to kind of be experimental, and those deeper feelings are not really wanting to be on the surface. Right now, they will seem to get in the way. There is great beauty if we are willing to put ourselves in places that are different. My quote for today. There is that phrase, let nature take its course. What that means is there is organic and instinctual wisdom that all life holds within. Too often, we talk ourselves out of what we feel compelled to do deep within. Today, listen to that small yet potent voice. Walk a path that feels more natural and effortless. Nature has a path that is not about the mind, but about what prompts us into forwarding directions. My blog for today. I love the journey of life itself. I love the process that implores me to seek out and learn. I love growing and discovering those things that I did not know nor thought would be necessary along this pathway of life. That is why life is a constant surprise of wonder and expansion. Nothing like this exists in other places. This particular configuration of energy, matter, sound, and light is unique. Those chosen to be here are also great warriors along a celestial journey to bring love into the more dense places that exist. While this plane is denser than most, it also has great value because of its ability to bring ideas into form and dreams into reality. You're hearing at this point a squirrel climbing up my wall. So the squirrels are a little insistent today. So Earth is a creative hub, an engineering marvel filled with the rules around truth and consequences. Each action prompts a response from the external world. Just a drop of rain can change the progression of life. So too can ideas become creative drops of rain that can eventually become a storm of physical transformation. That is why this moment is so precious and tenuous. We are in a time where all choices forward have potentially harsh and terrible consequences. Humans think that what they believe matters the most. That is false. It is about what they actively do in this particular realm that impacts the trajectory of this experiment. And this experiment and experience are being threatened by factors that are all human made. All things made by man can be unmade. But what is even more critical is that new ideas are ready and available if the majority of this world is willing to stand up and fight for this world and its inhabitants. My husband started doing solar from the very beginning. He met the scientists from NASA that created the first solar panels and realized that this was it. This could save the planet and humanity. And for those many years, he has pushed up against prejudice, fear, monopolies, and those that held beliefs that would not embrace such radical ideas. He had to argue with those that think they are experts in electrical sciences. But this new technology was not taught in schools when they were students, so they did not believe it was even possible. Even once such people are confronted by those such as my husband that have been doing it for 30 years, they will continue to argue from a place that they believe they are knowledgeable, when in reality, they are deeply ignorant because of their inability to conceive of even the possibilities that exist beyond their own level of skill and knowledge. It has always been so in history. Great ideas arise before they are needed so that humanity can get comfortable with those ideas. It takes a generation to turn the tide of old perceptions and beliefs. But those old-fashioned ideas must be actively engaged and not allowed to fester quietly. Failure to confront those who hold hate and negativity within will allow for the resurgence of those same toxic ideas into society later. We see that now in our world. That is why I will actively and consciously stand up for values that serve rather than separate. That is why I will never fall for any ideas that intend to cause harm to any living thing, including personal prejudices. That is why so many of us are here at this time. Many voices of conscience and reason are needed to penetrate the hate-filled rhetoric that is trying to destroy this world. We cannot fall for this old pattern that has taken such an incredibly high toll on life over the millennia. We are here. We must not fail. Too much is at stake. Thanks, everyone.